Alright everybody, welcome to the live stream, and it's been a while, I've got some own stuff in my own life going on at the moment, but a few days ago we had some amazing people from the Sonic community upload this beautiful game to just a native port of Sonic Unleashed from the original Xbox 360 ROM, and wow, we have so much to discuss about this game. Again, shout out to Skype and his creator team for creating such a beautiful game, such a remarkable game. And we'll be going through it step by step, seeing some new settings. So we have all these new settings. I have tried it out for a bit, so all the settings are already set up. But there's loads of settings. If you guys want to go check it out, just type in on YouTube, Skype, or, well, not Skype, but type in Sonic Unleashed Recomp, and you'll see the whole entire project that they've been working on. And the Unleashed team's been doing this for a while. It's been around 6 years since we've been trying to achieve Sonic Unleashed on PC, but without further ado, let's get into it, because this is absolutely incredible. Again, and just for a 2008 game, these cutscenes are fantastic. And guaranteed some people already make mods. There's already mods on the mod page for this game, but we'll just have to see if anyone will port the 4K resolution cutscene into this singular cutscene, because the CGI ones really are beautiful. They just need an upscale, if anything. We will see. And as well, with Jason Griffin as the voice actor, man, beautiful work, beautiful.
You little...
It's a shame we don't get Sonic games like this anymore. Really is a shame. Again, if y'all have any questions, I'll answer the questions in chat. I've said it all. Can't tell you where to get the Xbox 360 ROM, as that would be illegal in a form of pirating. If you want the 360 ROM, you'll have to have a modded Xbox 360 to take it off. So, fortunately, I can't tell you where to get the ROM. But the project is on YouTube. Just type in Sonic Unleashed Recon. It's just such a beautiful game. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Sonic! I'm sorry. Really, look, go easy on me. I'll turn over a new leaf, I swear. Just give me a chance.
Well, this is new. Showing remorse, Eggman? If you played nice, I wouldn't have to break all your toys.
Gotcha.
Hopefully someone will port the 4K resolution into this specific cutscene for modding. When they do, it'll be absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, I've waited a long time for this.
Something we do need though is a game to explain about the Gaia Temple, because while Sonic Unleashed is how it is, and Frontiers came out about 2 years ago, we have had no explanation on the Gaia Temples, and it needs to come back. We need the explaining. We need so many answers on these Gaia Temples and how Dark Gaia and Light Gaia work, and hopefully with the sequel to Frontiers, we'll have that, but it's very unlikely if Sega won't remaster this game. If they remaster it, it won't be a problem. But we need a remaster of Sonic Unleashed. Really good game. Fantastic. And most people hate the Werehog. I don't hate the Werehog. I think he could be better. Don't get me wrong, but I think the Werehog is one of the best elements of this game. Absolutely. It just completely, I think this is probably the best Sonic game we've ever had.
Success! A brilliant success! It's just as the Gaia manuscripts foretold! The entity that was sealed within the planet has awakened. Now I just need to harness its power. Eggman Land will finally come to be!
You've really gone and done it this time, Eggman.
The only problem with this game, the only problem is that because of how well this game has been received, well, it wasn't well received back in 2008, but because of over the years they've reused this model constantly, it's just become outdated, if you will, because they refuse to use a new model, because in the 2000 era of Sonic, we had new model after new model, and they just stuck with the one from Unleashed, unfortunately. So it's downgraded, and the effects have been off-putting. Again, it would be nice if we had this game fully remastered and repolished, up to date and up to standard on modern consoles. I'm really disappointed that they chose Generations over this, but that's just because I love this game. It's absolutely fantastic. Again, all the cutscenes in that have been upscaled as well due to this remaster. Well, quote-unquote remaster. It's not an actual remaster, it's just somebody's ported it to PC natively. But they have added upscaling techniques and FPS increases. They've added so many things, and it's fantastic to see.
What the heck is going on?
I mean, from your guys' point of view, this is only playing at 60 FPS on the live stream, but this, from my point of view, is playing at 240 FPS odd. And it looks phenomenal, it looks great.
I can't eat another bite.
Hey, pull yourself together.
Huh?
Chip's just checking him out like, whoa.
Don't eat me. I taste bad.
You okay? Nothing broken?
You know, they always say that. They always say they don't taste bad, and yet no one knows how they taste. Never tried it.
Thanks for asking, Mr. Monster Guy.
Mr. Monster Guy? Looks like things have gotten pretty ugly.
Yeah, look at those teeth and those claws. What's your name, anyway?
I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog.
In an unpopular
You
opinion,
are?
I really like Sonic just being on his own. I don't like the whole, his entire cast is in all of his games constantly. I like it just
What?
Sonic.
You forgot who
I
you
like
are?
Sonic and Tails or just Sonic. It's so fantastic, it's so good.
And everything just going all white. And then nothing. I can't remember a thing past that.
Uh-oh. Did I fall on him?
Oh man!
God,
what am I
these
gonna
cutscenes
do?
look beautiful.
What can I do? Where do I go from here? What'll I... I'm hungry.
Hey, don't worry. I'll help you get your memory back.
Really? You mean it?
Absolutely. I'm I'm sure we'll find somebody who knows you if we look around.
Oh,
Fun fact, the werehog was actually recorded when Jason Griffin had a cold.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's unfortunate that we lost Jason over all this time, but even now, even if he came back, it wouldn't make a difference. He doesn't sound as good as he used to. But absolutely, this voice acting is phenomenal. I prefer this voice actor over Roger any day. Roger's okay, but Jason, back in 2008, couldn't get any better. I already messed this up, didn't I? So I do have 2 mods on. It's the DLC gates and the home attack over the A button. For a specific reason. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, we're restarting that. I'm not doing that.
Here we go!
Boost panels are not the manly way. Playing this game at 240 FPS is an absolute luxury. It is fantastic. Yes, welcome both.
Yes!
I did not get an S rank. Do you know, the S ranking, that stage, is just evil. It's just evil.
What do you figure that was all about? The hair and those arms and look at the Chaos Emeralds.
The Chaos Emeralds, yeah,
Is
they're
this
gone.
what you usually look like?
Yeah, this is the real me.
Yes, I'm playing with
Cool,
nobody.
huh?
Also, this cutscene.
Where'd you go?
Oh,
Oh.
you can't just not look how beautiful it is. All the details, everything. So good.
Good, don't it?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Looks good.
Cream Sunday Supreme is the pride of the city. The whole world can come tumbling down, but they'll still line up for a taste.
Hey, that's me talking about the Academy and Unleashed coming out on PC.
Memories.
Joking.
Chocolate chip Sunday Supreme.
You said it. Enjoy it, kiddo. Satisfaction guaranteed. If you don't love it, you get your money back.
Hey!
See? Why can't we just have that in the real world? You know, you order food or something, and then it's like, you ordered it so you can't have your money back. This guy gives you your money back if you don't like it.
Wow, this chip whatever stuff is great.
If you say so. How about you give me a hand and help look for somebody who knows you, Chip?
Yeah, I did scream about this because this looks beautiful.
Chip?
Gotta call you something, don't I? What do you think?
Yeah, Chip. Chip. I love it. Yum.
Now what do you say we start asking around and see if anybody here knows you?
Okay.
And Apodos just looks so beautiful on such a high frame rate. It's high frame rate, beautiful shadows. You just can't get any better. Also, this guy has extreme trust issues, I swear. Alright, Grandpa, chill out. Alright, So there is a moon medal over here. And another thing, most people don't actually like the moon medal system. I don't mind it. I generally like it. It gives you something to do in the game. It's very nice to just explore these hub worlds looking for them. You know, instead of just sitting around and just blasting through a stage. I don't really see the complaint on finding the moon medals. The moon medals are very nice. They add a lot of detail to the stages. It's just so good. Oh yeah, I don't have my stomp or anything because I've got to earn them. Oh, that sucks. That absolutely sucks.
Here we go!
Again, a lot of these stages are just beautifully detailed. See, like, most people wouldn't even dare try and look around to find something like this. Just goes to show that the detail of the game is just so well made. The geometry as well in the background. The effects, everything. They're just so good. And the DLC stages, well, we don't talk about that. The DLC stages are just evil. We'll get to that later. Don't worry. Yeah, the stage is fun. It's creative. That's what I love about Unleashed. How creative the stages are. Oh no. Okay, some parts of the stage are a little bit slower than others, mainly because you gotta collect the moon, Sun and Moon medals, but it's not too bad. I thought I could get over them. Never mind. Aced it. Sweet.
Feeling good.
Fantastic, great stage. It's just so nice to see. I would have got another achievement. Oh yeah, they added in-game achievements as well, which we will be doing. If I can. If. That is a big if.
Still no luck finding anyone who knows me.
He's such a
Don't worry.
sad little guy.
Maybe your memory will come back on its own. Remember anything yet?
Nope.
Oh well.
He's such a sad little guy.
Sonic?
Yeah, I know you can't wait. Bro really suffers every time he does
The
that.
monster guy is back.
So when the sun goes down, I turn into this?
Are you okay, Sonic?
I'm fine. I just need to be careful who sees me like this.
Sonic! Sonic, look!
What is it?
I mean, he doesn't really need to be careful because his shoes kind of give it away
Hopeless.
a little bit.
The whole planet is split apart. We're
And dealing with these are annoying.
Mister? Hey, mister! Hey, don't cry. Ice cream. How about some more of this super tasty stuff?
What good is ice cream at a time like this? Oh.
Whoops.
Sonic, your arm just stretched.
Weird.
Bro with the Avengers and more.
Could be useful.
I mean, he's got the strength of the Hulk, he's got Mr. Fantastic powers, he's got... I see some other things. He has super strength. Like this... Well... Not super speed, though. And again, no, still the Avengers. That's going to be annoying to deal with later. Yeah, but like, Tails is his best friend, he's supposed to. Tails is supposed to know he's his best friend. Tell my best friend. What do you have to say? I mean, he's not hiding from one person. That's not what I would say. I'd just say, well, he likes to avoid. But I don't know why he says he has to be careful who sees him like this. It doesn't really matter. He eventually tells everyone anyway. So, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I don't have any of my combos, do I? Oh.
Settle down, guys. Come on. Help.
Oh, Tails, you stupid coward. Swear, bro. Swear to God.
Sonic!
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Also, she does not figure it out. The professor tells it. Well, the professor tells her who the hell Sonic is, whatever else, in its form. And then the professor has to go off and explain it to her, so... Not that he had a choice. I don't have any of my combos. Yeah, Chip, I already know. I know how to play as well. Don't tell me what to do. Actually, there is something I haven't figured out, and I don't actually know how to figure it out. I'm gonna just check something. Those pearls, I don't know what they're for. I don't even know what they do. Is it a combo refresh? Don't like that. Come on now. Bonk. Bonk. Yeah. Yeah, those blue pearl things, I have no idea what they do. Even to this day, I don't know. I'm gonna look up on the wiki. Yeah, she asked a well, not a rhetorical question, but she just asked if that was Sonic because she was curious. I think that was a little different. absolutely hate these doors. These doors are annoying. Is it just shield regeneration? That is lame. Oh man. That's the thing, I never ever lose any of my shields, so I never know what the item does. If it's just shield regeneration, then... Oh man, that sucks. I mean, it's not bad, but like, you would never ever run out of shields, so it doesn't even matter. Or at least I've never known anyone to run out of that shield, unless you're fighting a mini-boss. But even then, you wouldn't need to worry about that, because usually the situation handles itself. Bro, game, come on now. I mean, hey, would you look at that? I mean, Tails only saw a first glimpse of him and then asked if it was Sonic. Amy has to see him twice to know if it's him. So, like I said, the shoes kind of give it away. And just so you all know, there is one mod in the Hedgehog Manager that I have enabled. It's called Disactivate Unleashed. So I can actually turn it off after I activate it instead of wasting the entire bar. It's so then I can have like bursts of energy if I absolutely need them. It really helps. Instead of wasting my entire Unleashed bar. I wonder if I could try. Oof, this is gonna be risky. Come on now. Oh, I don't have my combos, do I? No. Never mind, we're gonna have to do it the OG way. If I had my combos, I could just do the uppercut and then do the, what's it called? The dash move in the air. Noise. Yoink. But no, I really don't understand why people don't like the Warthog. I love the Warthog. He's one of my best and most favourite Sonic editions of gimmicks. It's really nice to control. Hang on, what am I doing? I think you just overpraise Amy a little bit too much. Which is fine, because there are some people out there that like characters too really much. I mean, I've seen people absolutely, well, you know about Shadow characters, I mean, come on now. The praising is a little bit too much. She's not the best, she's not the worst, that's for definite, but she's not the best. But in this game, a lot of people just recognize him off the bat anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Again, the shoes really give it away. I mean, come on now. That's like if Shadow had the same principle as well. Well, yeah, I mean, it's... Like I said, a lot of people would have figured it out anyway. Oh my god, I hate not having any combos. I'm so used to doing that one combo. Actually, why don't I just do this? Bonk. Well, no, what I mean to say is that the shoes give it away for what characters want. Like, I'd understand You could just look at a character and say it's the same because of the character shoes, and it's just, they all wear the same outfit. It's kind of like, you've got other franchises that do the same thing. And it's kind of funny, really. It's just kind of funny. I mean, he could be shy. I mean, if it were me, I wouldn't want to see... Well, if it was me in this situation, if I transformed into this thing, I don't know, I probably wouldn't want people to know. Because... well, they might think I'm a monster. The other reason I would tell my best friend immediately would be because he has to know. Oh god, these things. Get out of here. Yeah, if anyone's ever played the original, these things suck. They're awful. I do not like them. They're so difficult to hit. These ones are even worse. Oh, screw it, just come here. You won't. No, no, get out of here. But no, I don't know if any of you can tell from the stream quality or anything, but just tell me how it looks. It looks aesthetically pleasing. Like, look, it looks great. The aesthetics of the game just so beautiful. So nice. Ah, I just messed up, didn't I? No, I didn't mess up that badly. I mean, I've still got half my unleash gauge. That's not too bad. I mean, hey, at least you didn't get the fucking, you know, the Shadow and Knuckles treatment where they were in the game but got scrapped. So, there's that. At least they didn't get scrapped. I mean, some characters in this game just get scrapped. But then again, I love the solo Sonic adventures. The solo Sonic adventures are great. I just love them. I'm a sucker for them, so... No! No! Why did I do that? The only time my shield ever comes in clutch. Clara! Oh god, you have no idea. This game looks phenomenal. I mean, obviously the stream is limiting how much I can stream and how much quality there is, but wow. It looks cleaner than emulation. The emulators... See, the problem with Sonic Unleashed on emulators was the fact that nobody could actually play the game. I mean, you had RPCS3, which was a PS3 emulator on PC, and while you could play Unleashed on there, not only did it have a ton of frame rate problems, mods that were there to optimize it could, but you could only get a maximum 40 FPS on a mid-range graphics card like I've got. And that was a problem. That was a big problem, and a lot of the time, on Xenia, which is the Xbox 360 emulator, it was much better in performance, but it was unstable, so you'd have crashes more often, you'd have more problems more often, graphical glitches, etc. And you couldn't do anything, and I was actually a part of some of the communities to try and help it run. Some of them, not all of them. But we could never get it to work. It was never a thing we could do. And I helped a lot of people try and set it up on Xenia, and they had a lot of problems on DX12, which is the newest, well, it's the newest system for newer PCs and that handle certain AI software. Well, not AI software, no, that's the wrong phrase. It's a new rendering thing, basically. That's the best way to put it. And a lot of PCs were struggling with it on Xenia because while you could have high frame rates and all the graphical fixes were there on DX12, you couldn't actually play the game without crashes. Yeah. Which sucks. It really sucks that you can't chat otherwise. But I mean, everything in this port that the guys have made, wow. They've really outdone themselves. I mean, I thought it would have been impossible and we would have had to wait a bit longer for emulation to be perfected to get to a stage like this where we could play Unleashed seamlessly on PC. Either that or we get a port. But, you know, these guys were just tired of waiting for a port, so they just did it themselves. This is the best, fine, I'll do it myself kind of thing. I mean, I heard that it was something to do with compiling N64 games. Like, Nintendo 64 games, it was something to do with that. It's a similar tool. I think it's called Xenon something. And it's a similar compiling system to that, which allows you to play Unleashed on PC, which is how it's native right now. And, again, the people that worked on this Unleashed port used a very similar tool to the N64 thing, so it's just really impressive. I mean, you can put it on your Switch, yeah? I don't care. I get more views if you do that. Bonk. 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 Grabbing all this XP because this XP is actually useful. And as well, the thing I love about Unleashed compared to Frontiers is, yes, Frontiers has a better, well, it has better looking moves. I don't personally think they look better, but some people would argue that they are. And yes, Frontiers has a quick base combat system, but Unleashed, on the other hand, has a system where the skill tree lasts the entire game. I mean, unless you play stages over and over and over again, then yeah, of course you're going to max that skill tree out before you finish the game. And especially if you do side quests and stuff. But for the base game, if you just do the story and don't focus on anything else, then the skill tree actually lasts because you unlock combos, and the different combos you unlock can really help you out. I mean, I personally like to get all the combos first because it's nice. And sometimes it lasts longer than others. Some combos are really useful, some aren't. That's something that the game needs to fix, I'm gonna be honest.
Is that really you?
The only problem is the stars in the background. That is it.
What happened?
You know me. Never a dull moment.
Want some chocolate?
Thanks. That's some story. I'll bet that means that you turning into that and the planet breaking apart are somehow related.
I need to find Eggman and make him fix this, and fast.
About that, I think I know someone who might know something about what's going on here.
Oh, really?
Professor Pickle over at Spagonia University. I came to this city to gather some data. If we add that to his research findings, we might be able to get to the bottom of all this.
Spagonia. That's a continent over. An easy jog if the planet weren't broken.
No problem. My Tornado 1 will get us there in a flash. Let's get going.
to you, Tails. Let's get moving.
I just love these duo adventures. These duo adventures are so cool. The only one that didn't do it right was Lost World, and even then it could have been better.
Huh? Here comes the parade.
I've got this one, Sonic. Tornado, battle mode, engage.
And this as well. Beautiful. Yeah. La la la. I'm something I don't know. I won't be able to look at the chat because I need to focus on this part. But I will after I do this part. Oh my god. Did I just already mess up? It's fine because it's the start, it's not a problem. I mean, they could have really gone with Unleashed and put an open zone thing in the game, like they were going to do with Shadow Gens, and I really think this would have worked. And I think it would have worked better than the Shadow Gens because of how much of the environment it has to take in. That's the idea of Unleashed, it's supposed to be continent-based, and I feel like that really would have worked for an open zone type of thing, because it's what they've been doing recently with games like Frontiers and, you know, games somewhat like Generations with different places. The thing is with Generations though, is because of how empty the hub world is, it just doesn't work. And Shadow Gens was cool, but it was too short. It really was. And I understand it's better for Generations for Shadow because it's past stages, all of that nonsense, but it just didn't feel right. I feel like they reused a lot of what he's trying to get out of. That is a problem. Bruh. Why don't you just keep your Switch in the dock? That's what it's for. It'll keep it safe. You're supposed to keep your Switch in the dock. At least that's what I thought, because that's what I do with my Switch. Oh yeah, unrelated note, Pokemon Legends AZ is terrible. Or it might be. Fun fact. I know that was a really weird and random switch, but why not talk about it while we're here? Terrible. Not good. Game Freak have really let us down with that. Fortunately. And again, even the flight sections are really fun because you have to pay attention to pretty much everything. And a lot of the time when I'm viewing comments in TikTok or something like that, most of the time people don't like this game because of the Werehog, the collectibles, or this. I personally don't see it. I don't see the problem.
Gotta beat that thing to get by.
You know, the problem is not relevant at all. I don't see the problem. Oh, come on. I'm not gonna get an S right now. I can't even restart. God. Oh, bruh. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. Why isn't it plugged in? Did you unplug it for something else or something? I mean, like I said, the thing is that most people wanted an Unleashed remake, and, well, not remake, but remaster, I will say. like gens, but they did gens because it's the safer option, which is fine, but at the same time, it's not. I personally find Generations extremely overrated, and as people know on this channel already, I've already posted things about Sonic Generations, like setting up mods and things like that. But the thing is with Generations is I find it extremely overrated. The idea of Generations is supposed to be a celebration based on Sonic's 20th anniversary, and I get the idea that they're trying to go for. I understand that it's to do with past stages and whatnot, but the problem with Generations is it shows no gimmicks in its levels, and while Unleashed doesn't either, Unleashed just does it better because of the environment that it's in, whereas Generations doesn't have that. So they have the new gimmick with Classic and Modern Sonic, but then it doesn't ever switch. Like, you have Classic Sonic, which would be the classicness of the stage, but then Modern Sonic, because it's Act 2, you would expect to be different. Like Mania. And that's why Mania, I think here, is the superior throwback, if you will, because it does things better. But in Gens, it doesn't do that. It just, you go through the stage and then you beat it as Classic Sonic. And by the way, Classic Sonic has horrible physics in Generations. I don't know who on earth would like them. I don't understand why they would pick that over the Werehog. I really don't, because it's not any better.
Professor Pickle's been kidnapped?
If anything, it's like Sonic 4, just Generations.
When the tremors hit, this old man showed up with a whole pack of robots. They carried poor Professor Pickle off.
Fair
with
enough.
Data and all.
It can't be.
That sure sounds like Eggman.
What a horrible thing to do. We've got to go help that professor guy out, and fast. If he got kidnapped that long ago, he's got to be real hungry by now. And if I was that hungry, I don't know how long I would last. I'd rather be dead.
Oh yeah, we're just not gonna talk how Chip, like, turns into a ghost. He dies here for some reason.
I'm sure Eggman is feeding him. Even he's not that cruel.
Okay. Let's go and find the professor.
Yeah, you really can.
Sonic!
You're just a jerk. Look at his smug ass. Look at his smug ass face. Look at that. God, you look like an absolute jerk. You're not just for that. Go to his classes next time. Wow, sarcasm. He dies. No, Chip isn't dead. He's just sealed away in the earth. There's a difference. He's not dead. Useful. Oh, I learned about him. Oh yeah, we're not gonna talk about how this NPC's just named Boss. I know he's from Empire City, but like, come on now. Also, why are you in Spagonia? Whatever. Not gonna question it. Don't ever question Sonic Unleashed. Just enjoy it. Also, how does everybody know the direction of where my Missouri is? Like, I don't understand how all these NPCs know which direction it is. I don't even know. Do they just always know where north is? Also, that was amazing. She questioned the hairstyle. I like that. Oh yeah. Forgot about that. Begonia. I'll collect the medals when I go back, because I'll have to go back and get them anyway. I forgot all about the medals. Oh. Oh, you don't have to be such a jerk. The fact he mentioned his eyes is absolutely amusing. Oh yeah, wait, hang on. The medals are over here. There's one over here. Other one is right here. Nice. The spirits. My messages ain't showing up. Oof. No, they are. I can see them. They're also appearing in the live, so that's false. Oh yeah, real quick. Get some XP. I now have some of my moves back anyway. Oh, that's nice. There we go. Now we're getting combos. I was making fun of the mean guy into the Spagonia. Oh, bruh, I didn't see that message now. He's so mean. Professor Piccolo is such a nice teacher, and he was so mean. I had to just, like, twizzle him. He was so mean to him. For no reason. Also, well... Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? Leave me alone. Oh yeah, I don't have my dash, do I? God, did these guys just respawn? Get out of here. Oh. Hit combo. Still my favorite move in the entire game. It does so much damage and it does so much great stuff. Like, it can deal with crowds of enemies at a time and it's really good. Might as well get the bonus XP while I can. Nice. So, this is one of the mods up here that I added. This is for DLC stages. What the? Whoa, 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 wow, where are you going? Yeah, these are for the DLC stages, so I can't actually access these yet because I haven't beat this area. But when I beat them, I will be able to access them. Which I'll do at the end. I'm not doing the DLC stages right now. No way am I doing them right now. I'd rather end myself. The DLC stages are very hard to do. A book. It's just so nice to play this game properly instead of having to emulate the terrible parts of it. Because I actually went on a playthrough a little bit ago. It was about 2-3 months ago. It wasn't too long. And it was a mess. It was just all over the place. Because the emulation wouldn't work, and then I had to find mods. so on, and the list just goes on and on. And some of it's just a mess. Some of it, anyway. Yeah, nice. The other sunmill is around here somewhere. I know it is. I will find it. It's there. Can I even reach that with the uppercut? I don't think I can, no. Gonna have to go through the back. But no, sometimes you don't even need boxes and things like that in this game. You can just like uppercut and then just do this combo. To skip entire sections of moving boxes. It's actually really useful. Oop. Bonk. Right, can I jump over this? I should be able to. I cannot. Come on. Oh, maybe I have to access it through the day. Maybe. It's fine. Now, I do not like this stage. There is a lot of reasons why I do not like this stage. That is why. These flowers are annoying. There we go. There we go. But I understand why people like the day stages. I really do. And sometimes they give a really good valid reason. Like, it's quick, it's easy, etc. I understand that. But at the same time, I don't understand why a lot of people hate the nighttime stages because of that. And I understand that Sonic is meant to be fast, but you've also got to realise that Sonic isn't just about going fast. I mean, Frontiers proves that. And yet, people still hate the Werehog. I don't get it. And then you've got the people that turn around and say, well, it's because of button mashing. Well, no. The button mashing is, you know, it's not there. It never happens. Unless you just mash because you don't know combos, then don't play the game. But you've got really good combo extenders. Some of them, anyway. And especially with the mods now that you can get. Like, I've seen a mod on Game Banana called Werehog Fury. And it was actually in the Sonic Hacking Contest. And it was such a beautiful mod. And it's actually just been remastered and ported to the Recon. I was going to use it, but it's got too many bugs. And it's really hard to use at the moment. So I will use it when the bugs are fixed. But until then, I'll just stick with Base Unleashed, because Base Unleashed is absolutely goated. I mean, this game's only been out for like 4 days, 5 days now, maybe, and we've already got modding. I mean, there was modding on the first day, but man, it's doing well for itself at the moment. Really well. I mean, most of the time I see most Sonic YouTubers talking about this topic. I see a lot of the time on social media Sonic Unleashed posts, and Sega lost a lot of money. Sega's lost a lot of earnings because of this. I mean, all they had to do was just remaster the game. For the fans that wanted it, but nope. And then you've got the crazy people that just want a Sonic 06 remaster, and that. And I'm talking about a remaster, not a remake. I mean a remaster. And those people are wild. Those people are actually crazy. If anything, that game used to be entirely remade for it to be good. Yes, I have played Project 06 before anybody questions that. I have, it is really good. That's not a problem. The gameplay is fantastic. But the story doesn't change. And it doesn't, it really doesn't. The story is all still the same. And that is a main reason why I wouldn't like to see 06 just remastered. Because there's a lot of problems with that game. There's just too many. And the bugs are just the start. And the story is a mess. It's an absolute mess. I mean, the princess doesn't do much, and then you've got problems with Sonic's and her relationship, which I find extremely weird, and then she kisses a dead animal, and it's just wrong. It just looks wrong, feels wrong. The only good thing I can really say about Unleashed, well, not Unleashed, the only really good thing I can say about 06 is Shadow's story. Specifically because it brings out Shadow's character from the previous games. And that's because he's a popular character. But characters like Silver, it's overdone. It's just overdone. Way too much. Silver is just... he's really bad in 06. I mean, he's way too naive. Completely naive. I mean, think of future Trunks from Dragon Ball Z and then just make him even dumber than he already was. That is Silver. That is his character. And that... it's just too much. It's too much. Because I understand the point of him saving his future. That's not a problem. You can keep that. But... don't make him so naive to the point that a stranger comes up to him and then he takes the opportunity to go into the past to fix it, and then when Shadow offers the same opportunity to him, he's so naive to the point that he doesn't even take up the offer because he doesn't trust him. That's just being naive on purpose. Which is ridiculous. And him being oblivious is also fine, but you can't make him oblivious to every situation. No, Sega can't make it. I'm sorry. Sega just cannot. They'll mess it up. And yes, fine. Sega's doing well at the moment. They're doing well because of the movies. They're doing well because of the remakes. And, well, the remake. Because their previous remake, Colors, didn't do very well. And it's Sega's first remake of a game. I'll give them that, okay? It's their very first remake, it was a whole new engine, so on. I'll give them that. But games like that, like Colors, was so badly done, it was just so unfinished, and if they're gonna do stuff like that, remaking is just off the table. Remastering, maybe is on the table, because I trust them with a remaster, because we had Gens, and Gens was okay. It's not the greatest thing ever, like the upscaling and that, but it was okay. But games where they need to be remade, like 06 should be, with its story and the gameplay itself, no, I don't trust them. I just don't, because they're just not up to par with it. I don't think they'll be alleged to... oh, well, not even alleged, I don't think they're going to be capable of doing it. They just don't know how to do it, and that's the problem. I mean, people wanted a remaster of Unleashed, I wanted it too, but the question that people don't actually ask is if Sega's gonna actually make the game good, or if they're just gonna create problems that weren't even there in the first place. Like, in Generations, I've noticed a few times in the original Generations there was no graphical issues in the cutscenes, and now the Generations port has those problems. And again, the same thing with the frame rate problem, being only 60 FPS, and the Shadow Generations port has 120 frames per second. That is a joke. They want to create remasters, and they just can't do it. They're just not alleged to do it. They just can't. They don't know how to. I mean, I was actually looking forward to the Generations remake because I was hoping they were going to fix a few problems with it. But no. No. If anything, it feels stiffer than the original. It feels even worse than the original. The Shadow Generations port is a whole other story, but the Sonic Generations portion of it is just terrible for its money value. I'd probably only get that game if it ever went on discount. kind of the same as Superstars, really. We were all looking forward to Superstars because they said it was going to be the Sonic 4 revelation, and it wasn't. It was just Sonic 4, but worse. The art style's not the problem. It was never the problem. It's just Sega can't make remakes. They just can't make games anymore. I mean, we get a good game like Unleashed, where it aesthetically looks good, the gameplay is good, everything about it is great, the CGI is fantastic and is constantly used in cutscenes, and then we get games like Generations, where you get a few, not very many though, you get the white space, which is just really, really lazy, in my opinion. They could have made a mix, so because the space-time continuum is broken, it doesn't mean you have to put a white space there. You could have had a mix of all the stages overflowing one another. But no, they didn't want to do that, so they did the white space instead. And it just goes to show that they really held back. And then you've got, and I know this is going to sound really hypocritical, but I actually like the Unleashed Supersonic boss fight more than the Generations one, even though both are really bad. Fine. But the Unleashed one has a better build-up. And not to mention it has better aesthetics than the Generations one ever did. In my opinion, it even plays better. In the Generations one, some of it's just broken. Some of it. Not all of it, though. They also changed the story. Well, not the story, but they also changed the dialogue, and they changed some elements of the story, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And the cutscenes as well aren't even lip-synced, they're just a mess. The cutscenes are just a mess. They're all over the place. Like I said, there's visual glitches, there's problems like that. It's just all over the place. Everything. It's an absolute mess, and it's disappointing. Because they could have done so much better. Like, I understand the Chow thing, but when people wanted the Chow Gardens back, they could have easily put it in Generations. I don't see any problem with it. It would have added a lot of replayability, like players wanted. But because they refuse to do that, they just don't know how to make them anymore, the games. They just don't. And it's disappointing. Because the games are really good, some of them. I mean, it's just disappointing. Really disappointing. Like, I love Frontiers. Nothing wrong with Frontiers. But the thing that holds that game back is that all the cutscenes are in 720p. All the game is just in 720p, practically. The upscale does nothing for the game, and you practically have to mod it to fix their problems. And that shouldn't be how a game is. Well, yeah, exactly. They used the CGI in Frontiers for the trailers and that, and then you go to the gameplay and not one of their cutscenes are in CGI. Not one of them. It's really upsetting. Actually, I'm gonna put that box up there. I mean, you get a game like Unleashed that was released in 2008, a 2008 game, bear in mind, they made an entire dedicated new engine for the lighting system, which is the Hedgehog engine, and everybody was talking about it back then. Even though the game, well, in IGN's eyes, is terrible, you know, we still had that. And now with the new engines they make, it's so upsetting. It's disappointing. Because they can do better, and they've shown it. And now, we're in an era where they don't even care. Like, reusing model aspects, and just the game itself looks underwhelming because of the gameplay aspects, and it's just so underwhelming. Are you kidding me? Well, yeah. In Unleashed, he sounds mature. In Unleashed, he sounds like he's actually grown. But in Generations, he sounds so snarky. It's just a joke. It's an absolute joke. And yeah, people, I understand that some people don't like the gameplay. That's fine, not a problem. You cannot like the gameplay. I can't block for some reason. Why can't I not block? Leave me alone. Get the hell out of here. Get rid of that damn shield, bro. No, leave me alone. God damn, some of these... And as well, the combat in the warehouse sections are just so fun. Even though some of them are hard, it's still really fun. But no... I mean, in these levels, you have so much life going on, and especially through the daytime ones. In the nighttime ones, it's obviously not going to be like that, because it's nighttime, everyone's going to be asleep. It's kind of the point. But, like, in other games, you've got so much going on. It's just disappointing. I'm generally just disappointed with Gens. And the remake that they did was awful. It was really bad. And to say that that's like, what, 60 quid is a joke.
Professor?
Hello?
How dare they call this culinary concoction food? Look here, do you see this sorry excuse for a sandwich? The bread should be no less than 3/4 of an inch thick. Upon it, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise and a pinch of black pepper.
Plus,
The contents
if they want to do the customization thing, like they have been doing for the past few games,
Am I quite right?
this game would look great with them.
Oh, I learned something here today.
Because then you could base the outfits on the real places that they have. But they don't. They don't do that.
The menu is hardly worth the trip, if you ask me.
No, Professor. We came here to rescue you.
Yeah, but the Gens gimmick absolutely sucks. It's awful.
How rude of me. Right then.
The stages have nothing unique about them. They have no gimmicks. None.
You can file a complaint later, Professor.
Let's get out of here before Eggman's welcoming committee shows up.
Oh, yes, quite. But let us be sure to collect the contents of that vault before departing.
The stages are supposed to have gimmicks and they don't have it. None of them. It's supposed to be like Mania, and it's nothing like Mania.
Ah, thank you. Those documents are our only hope for surviving this crisis. Let's go. There's no time to lose. I'm half starved after being fed nothing but those terrible sandwiches.
Want some chocolate, Professor?
My. Don't mind if I do.
I want some chocolate. Chip, can you, like, give me some chocolate? Please? Pretty please? Doesn't offer Sonic any damn chocolate. I want some. Where's mine?
These ancient documents are known as the Gaia manuscripts. They tell the legend of a disaster that befell our planet some tens of thousands of years ago.
A disaster?
Quite. And according to the Gaia manuscripts, this isn't the first time the planet has been broken apart into pieces. The cause lies at the very core of the planet. All the phenomena we've witnessed are the direct result of one creature. The hyper-energy organism spawned at the planet's core, Dark Gaia.
So how do we stop this Dark Gaia and put the world back together?
Luckily, Dark Gaia has yet to be fully reborn. We most likely have Dr. Eggman's premature wake-up call to thank for that. If we act now, we may be able to restore the planet by returning power to the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic, you must...
Also, just look how reflective those Chaos Emeralds were. Oh, man.
Power will restore the Chaos Emeralds, and in turn, the Chaos Emeralds will restore the planet and help it heal naturally.
But as well, another annoying thing is that nothing's ever said about the Gaia Temples. In the newer games, the only hint we have about them is that, you know, they were used for the Chaos Emeralds to recharge them, and that was it. Like, who built the Gaia Temples? Was it the Ancients? Because when they came to this world, was Dark Gaia arousing... Well, was it just that he was rising up? Or, you know, was it the Echidna tribe? Who made the Gaia Temples? It's never said, it's never told, no one ever said anything. That is absolutely wild. There's 4 in here, isn't there? Can I go this way now? I can. How about that? Aced it. Should be one in here. No, it's not in there. Is it in this barrel? It is in this barrel. Nice. Right. So now, head to the world map. Probably. Yeah. I don't like these tutorials. Yes, I know. These tutorials are annoying. Oh yeah, we hear Tails in this cutscene and he's not even there. Funny enough.
Fear not, my good villagers. If you all behave, I won't have to do anything nasty. All you need to do is tell me where the Temple of Gaia is.
We're not telling you anything!
That kid has some steals. Like, he just has some balls on him.
Defy me, do you?
Because if it was me in this situation, I wouldn't dare attempt anything funny.
Sonic!
Yo, Eggman! Thanks for that little skydiving adventure the other day.
I should have known you'd still be alive, you stubborn little hedgehog.
What are you doing out here?
I see no reason to tell you. In any case, I'm busy. Farewell!
Oh, these cutscenes are beautiful.
Wait! That's playing dirty! Come back!
Just ignore him. Is everyone here all right?
I still can't believe you can hear Tails in that area. I don't even know why you should be able to hear Tails there. He's not even in this village. At least I don't think he is. We never see him. Let me just double check that theory. After I collect these moon medals. No, he's not here. Where is he? Not here, clearly. Wait, you know about the Gaia Temple? Wait. He knows about the Gaia Temple. He knows what it is. Well, it's obvious, but like, come on now. You shouldn't know what the name of it is. Surely. You got a point. So you know about the Gaia temples. Well, that's really annoying. That's incredibly annoying. Oh yeah, the DLC stages are all lit up in that. Right, I think... Can I get round here and get this one? Yeah, there it is. That was the worst thing I've probably ever done. There was a spring. I don't think there was a spring back there, but oh well. Let's continue on. I don't know where all the medals are in this stage, though. I always miss around one. It's really annoying. People that say that the drifting is bad in this game, fight me. I don't care. The drifting in this game is perfect. I love it. Fight me. Oh, what am I doing? No! I need it! No! That calls for restart. I hate those poles. Those poles are the worst. Nice. As well, the music in this game is absolutely beautiful. Probably the best I've ever heard Sonic music area. Like, yeah, I've seen some others do better, but I really like Unleashed. The Unleashed music is just great. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know I really shouldn't be collecting everything, but hey ho, it's what I do. I do that because it's fun. Plus, this isn't 100% playthrough anyway, so... And if I miss one, I'll come back. God, I love the drifting in this game. It's so nice. Sweet. Swish. Run. No. Slow down. We'll go back. Nice. There's like one down here. There we go. Got it. GG. Oh, come on now. I'm out of boost. Oh, come on now. Well, that's not an S rank. I might have to redo that stage. That was terrible. Yeah, restart. I got an A rank, but at least I got all the collectibles. I think. If not, we're gonna have to come back. As well, it sucks that I don't start with all my upgrades, because then I can't wall jump, I can't stomp, I can't light dash, and so on. I can't air boost either, which is also another problem.
How'd you get here so quickly?
Now, this is a problem,
Your road ends.
because this boss is used at least twice for the data, maybe even 3 times, which is a problem. Apart from that, the night stages are really creative.
Behold, my new power! Egg Beetle, go!
I hate this egg beetle so much.
You unsuspecting little hedgehog. My
Oh wait, I just screwed up there, didn't I? Ooh. Oh, there's like one up here. No, I missed it. Are you kidding me? Oh, I missed another one. Come on now. What am I doing? Come on now. What the hell am I doing? What's going on? Yes. Let me show you. Oh. I'm gonna have to recycle back round. There you go. Now I can continue.
Same as ever, all bark and no bite.
Besides, I hear people are trying to replace Jason's voice in this game with the dubs and that. I don't know why, because the voice acting is absolutely amazing, but apparently they are. Personally, don't see the problem with its voice. That is just me. Aced it.
Is that the Temple of Gaia?
No, it's just a random temple at the top of a tree that doesn't ever look mysterious. Crazy work. And I know I'm going to sound absolutely crazy when I say this, but the architecture of those crystal things down the hallway are the exact same in Frontiers. In the architecture of the temples in that game. And as well with the torches, they're the same colour. So, clearly it was made by the ancients, I would assume.
Wait! There could be some kind of...
Whoa! Hey!
But again, these temples are really important for the Chaos Emeralds because the Chaos Emeralds run out of energy eventually, so it's clear enough that these temples would obviously be on the other Ancients' planet before they abandoned their homeworld in Frontiers. So it's obvious that these temples are meant for the Chaos Emeralds to replenish their energy and share the energy throughout the world with their structures, which, you know, is normal.
Wahoo! The emeralds come back to life!
This was the Temple of Gaia.
Because the Temple of Gaia applies their power to
So keen on taking the place
everything, really. Like, look, the Temple of Gaia is now gonna push the continent back into place, which means that the power's being used and etc. But that would mean that the Chaos Emeralds are meant to share their energy across the entire planet with the Ancients' constructions. So, like Sky Sanctuary and things like that. But we need more info on the Gaia Temples. We really do. It's it's so important. Never discussed again.
The planet! One of the broken pieces of the planet moved back into place!
All right. Nice job.
Take a look!
Again, more of the CGI that's completely non-upscaled.
Planet-sized jigsaw puzzle? Sounds like a great excuse to see the world.
Again, I just don't understand why people want to replace Jason. I mean, I think it sounds great.
Whoa!
Yeah, I heard you, Tails. I mean, like I said, I personally think that, you know, I think Jason did a great job in this game. In fact, I'd even argue that this is one of Jason's best voice acting games. Apart from that or Black Knight. Black Knight did a really good job with him as well. So this game, Black Knight or Secret Rings, I feel like that. Perfect. Anyway, now I'm going to try and run this stage back because, like, I messed up. Because I was trying to find all the collectibles, so... Why did I stop drifting? Why did I stop drifting? Hello? Why? Shit! Why did you do that? Chip messed me up again. That's not fun. Don't. I don't even know why I attempted to do that. I am messing up so badly at the moment. Why am I messing up? Okay, I don't know why people are replacing Rogers in Frontiers, because, I mean, it doesn't even suit the context of the game. Like, at least why... I don't get it. I don't get it on that one. I mean, Jason's good, but he was good in those games because his voice acting and directory for those games were good. Not because of the actual actor. It's just that Sonic's directory in this game is good because of the way it's voiced for this game. You know, if I put Unleashed voice lines in Frontiers, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. You know, because the directory of the voice lines aren't for Frontiers, they're for Unleashed. I mean, I can understand if it's their favourite actor, but again, why even bother? At that point, you might as well just, like, just accept it the way it is. That's enough. Plenty. Nice. I mean, I know the Unleashed model's been ported to Frontiers with the jump ball animation, and that's also something. The jump ball animation, this is one of my favorites. It's so good. It's really good, really good. Wait, you all saw that I fought that thing? How the hell did you even know? What? Anyway, so Now what I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna go get these upgrades because, believe me, they make a difference in stages. Oh yeah, the slide doesn't even work here in the hub worlds, does it? What am I trying to do? Also, fun little glitch if people don't know about it, but wait, hang on. Yeah, Sonic likes to do his air riding. Riders reference. Had to do a Riders reference this time. You know, just keep it a little bit mixed up. The glorious stomp. And a lot of people would argue that the stomp is better in this game. I disagree. I love the stomp in this game because it carries momentum. And you know, you can go from the stomp straight into a slide, it doesn't matter. So, in Generations, you can't even do that. So again, really nice. Really nice. Really good. Love it. Now, the thing is about this specific port of Unleashed is that some areas are broken. I'll jump into why when I get to that point. Some areas are actually broken.
Found you, Sonic! Oh, Sonic, I've been looking for you forever.
Hey, let me go.
You're crazy if you think you can get
But don't worry.
Amy Rose and who are you? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I just completely mistook you for someone else. That is so strange. I could have sworn it was him. Anyway, I'm really sorry.
It
See
was
you
him.
later.
Don't know what you're doing.
Well, that was weird. How come that girl didn't know you were you, Sonic? I mean, I guess you are kinda, you know, and, these guys. Oh, I mean, don't worry. Hey, you only look really scary, Sonic. Inside, you're the same as ever. I guarantee it, okay? Sonic, cheer up. Chocolate. Want some chocolate?
I mean, I'd be pretty upset as well. No, it wasn't because he was ugly, it's just because he's extremely different. I mean, to be fair, have you seen the build on him? Like, his arms are not even the same. His arms are longer than his legs. It's not the fact that he's ugly, it's just... Well, I mean, he looks a bit frightening. Yeah, I want some chocolate too. Where's my chocolate? I want some.
Sonic.
Located 2 temples. In the manuscripts, there's one here in Spagonia and the other is Hova. Nah, I'm good. I mean, to be fair, nobody would have recognized him at that point. Also, you're probably wondering why I have the PS3 loading screen. I can actually change it to the Xbox One. So, in the settings, just here, you can change it from Xbox to PlayStation. It doesn't matter. I just do the PlayStation one because it's faster loading time. Yoink. The beauty. My beautiful wall jump. I can smell the temptation. Nice. Also, in areas like this, you can really see the glowing effect of the jump ball. It's so good. Why can't Frontiers do this? Huh? Look how detailed this jump is, and yet Frontiers can't do that? Lame. Time for a day stage. But no, seriously, what, he looks so buff for no reason. Like, you go from a skinny, limpy Sonic to a really big, buff Sonic. It's weird. I mean, I wish I had that kind of transformation, believe me. Wait, actually, isn't there a thing over here? Yeah, there is. Like, there you go. My depth perception was off. Oh yeah, I don't even have the air boost. What am I doing? Come on now. Thank you. Hey, DLC stage. Can't even get across there. Never mind. There we go. Oh yeah, if you hold the right stick when you run extremely fast for some reason, you actually drift. I don't know why they put that on the control stick. Ugh, ice. The ice in Unleashed sucks. It's really bad. It really is. It's awful.
Here we go!
This is one of my most favorite stages in the entire game. The day stages on this one is just great. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, let me show you how it's done. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bonk. Okay, these are annoying. Are you kidding me? Okay, now I know that there's one sun medal, no, moon medal, that I miss in this stage, and I have no idea where it is. So, I'm gonna have to come back and research where this one is, because I don't know where it is. Also, don't mind the sound, it is a bug. No! Now I need to restart. There's a sun medal up there. Oh, I hate the sleigh. The sleigh is the worst part about this one level. But no, the drifting is really fast in this game. It's incredibly fast. Oh yeah, I don't have the air boost. What the? What the? Okay. Trying to test my limits there. As well, the music and everything in this game is so positive. It's so nice. They just have new themes and everything. It's so nice to see. Like, I generally wanted a Frontiers where... Are you kidding me? Yeah, I really wanted a Frontiers where the islands were really, really masculinely different instead of just being the same. And while they are, some aren't. Like, you've got Chaos Island, you've got the desert, and then you've got the regular island, and then you've got Aronis Island. But Aronis feels like the first island. And the islands were just so small and compact, which I really hated because it's not really open zone. And fine, granted, while it's hard to make a very open Sonic game because of how fast he runs, and you know, you've got to make a ginormous area so that it feels like a massive open world. Probably about as big as Skyrim actually, but for Sonic, it's hard to make an open world area. It really is. I mean, I've seen fan games do it. Some do it well, some do not. But the old fan games, named the Paradise Act 1 and Paradise Act 2, it was a fan game called Sonic GDK, and they did fantastic work. They really, really did. They did some good open world kind of like areas for Sonic. I'd argue probably better than Frontiers ever did. I mean, in Sonic GDK you had the fan areas where you could just practically do anything you wanted and you had to find the Chaos Emeralds individually, and it was so nice. So they could have made something similar to that, but they just didn't. They made it different. And it's not a good different either. They just really tried and failed. I mean, from Forces all the way up to Frontiers release, we had like 5 years of them not releasing any content for Sonic. And it was a dark time for Sonic, so a lot of fan games came in clutch. But even then, with Frontiers having 5 years worth of development, I know Sonic Team have a very short pay salary on the developers' side of things, but they really should have tried better. They really should have, because Frontiers would have been something that they could have done really well. And to me, they kind of... Are you kidding me? They kind of failed with Frontiers. They did well, but I knew from the ending it was very unfinished. That's why I think they did the updates for the different endings and that, because the game was just unfinished. And it's not what people were expecting after beating Frontiers. Because they expected the cyber corruption form and everything else. We just never got it. We just never had it. There was no new form, and we don't even keep the form. There was nothing upgrade-wise for Sonic. It was just basic moveset. It was basically a really disappointing thing, and most people, when Frontiers was coming out, had the thing of, oh, well, it's trying to do what Breath of the Wild is doing, and Sonic's got amnesia, and all that stuff, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work. Oh, that was barely an S rank. God, it's because I got hit. Damn, that was unfortunate.
Sonic!
But Frontiers just didn't live up to what it should have. I mean, people could argue with me and say that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom had the same problem. Well, yeah, I expected different for the CGI marketing as well. I had a very, very different idea. I thought they were fully going in with the HD stuff, which is why we were waiting for so long. But no, nothing. Just nothing. We had nothing. It's such a shame. Because they had such a great opportunity. Actually, wait, did I even collect? I don't think I did collect the day ones, did I? No. What am I doing? Not this one. Is it that one? No. I'm losing my mind. There was one around here. Where was it? Come on. I know there was one along this rail. Is there? No? Well, that sucks. Well, no, because even then, the problems occurred still with the story. The story was great, but they left so much out. Like, I love the fact that they bring into the idea of the Chaos Emerald origin story, and that's well and good, I'm down for it. But the problem with Frontiers is that it doesn't explain everything. Like the Gaia temples, they were left out and they played a huge role. You know, the Chaos Emerald being replenished by Gaia temples all around the world. That's huge, that's a huge piece of information you're like missing out. Then you've got other things as well, like the story elements of the Ancients. We never saw similarities between that and Perfect Chaos. They never ever theorized it. They brought up things about the art canon. They did bring up Dark Gaia, but they didn't ever talk about the Gaia temples. Which is stupid, really. It was really stupid. It was a very big missed opportunity. And it's a shame. It really... Actually, this is a good chance for me to do the flight section again, isn't it? Yes, it is. Come on. I don't even have the combat, do I? Hang on, I might be able to. Yes, I can. Excellent. But no, it was just a very missed opportunity. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I love Frontiers. I love it. I love the idea of it. But things didn't come together. Everything was just a mess. And yes, fine. The platforming was great, but it didn't utilize the island. It didn't... They just had rails in the sky, and it just had collectibles all over the place. The collectibles in the sky was one of the problems, and with the render distance problem that they had, you couldn't ever see the rail or wherever you needed to go to get to the rail. So you used other rails that you could see to park all your way up there. Kind of like a slingshot. And it just didn't work. And it didn't. It just didn't work out. None of the CGI was in the game. And they used the CGI for the third update as well. So the CyberSonic, or Supersonic 2, was also used in that scenario. They just put too much work on the trailers for the CGI, and then they didn't put any CGI in the actual game. There were missing voice clips, there was missing parts. It's a shame. Because it's Sonic's first attempt at it. And they just made everything underwhelming. And especially with how IGN presented it as well, that also didn't help its case. That was a mess. That was deeply a mess. It is a good start, but the thing is about open world games is that the geometry of the place that you are in the open world of needs to play a role. And the problem with Frontiers is that most of it is just rails. And that really ruins it, because the idea of open world Sonic is you're meant to build up momentum and you're meant to, you know, actually deal with the platforming. But in Frontiers, you don't do that. And the cyber stages were just made of other stages of Unleashed and Adventure 2 and Generations, and it just didn't work. It just didn't. It just did not work. It was okay, but it was very mediocre. It's fun to play through it and collect everything, but when you play the game, you feel a pattern on every single island, and that pattern stays the same throughout the entire game. And it's just such a shame. Well, yeah, because the idea of an open world area is that, and especially for platformers, you need an area where you can parkour off the world. And Sonic doesn't have that. That's why a lot of people like Unleashed, because the places that you go to, like Spagonia, for example, on Rooftop Run, you have the entire clock tower, which you climb up, you've got the entirety of the roofs, you've got all of that, you've got the rails, and then you've got that massive bridge section. Or Empire City, that's another great one, you've got the actual skyscrapers you run across, and that is phenomenal. But you don't actually, in Frontiers, you don't have that. It's just rails in the sky. The island you don't run off. And especially Chaos Island. Chaos Island is the worst victim for it. Because you have to use the rails to get to other islands, which is ridiculous. That shouldn't be how that is. Sonic is all about speed and platforming and fast platforming and high speed action, and it wasn't. The boss fights were cool, but, you know, it was just for the boss fight, and with how cheap the combat was, so the parrying had no restrictions, you just had no consequences, and the boss fight was just over in a minute or two. I mean, I was surprised to see the moves for the first time, and then after the second time, the moves don't get any different. There's nothing unique. I'd probably say that the most variety that Frontiers has for its moves is around, what, 8 to 9 moves? I mean, that on its own as an open world area for combat based thing is terrible. And you can easily get all of those moves. It's not a story based thing. I mean, 3 of the moves are, but that's it. The reason people like Adventure, because each level had an upgrade, they had an interactive piece. The stage wasn't as interactive as, say, games like Unleashed, or games like Rush, but they were unique. Well, yeah, exactly, and Unleashed has exactly that. It has everything that it needs. Like, right now, hang on, if I go back over here, in this one area alone, if I switch to the day Sonic instead of night Sonic, I'll show an example of what I'm talking about. You've got not only the architecture of the place, with the detail and everything else, you have the buildings in the background, which is rendered beautifully, you have the rails up there, you've got the rings on the ground, the Gaia temple places where you can go into the levels, you've got stomp-based properties, you've got pulleys, you've got sliding-based mechanics, you've got wall jump mechanics, and this is just a hub area, and Frontiers has some of that, not all of it. It's just rails that it has. So, instead of having a wall jump, like this where you can wall jump off anything, in the game you have areas like the wall jumping area like in Generations, and that's the only way you can wall jump, which is ridiculous. That limits your movement. So, instead of having parkour based things off the geometry of the world, like here in Spagonia, where you can wall jump off this little chasm here to get to the rail, in Frontiers, the rail's just on the ground, and then you go to the sky. So, the problem with the game is that, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. And it's a shame. Exactly. You know, Chromus was a good island, but then the 5th island, Arena, was just the same. There's nothing unique about it. Nothing. You had a singular building, and that was it. It's a really damn big shame. It's awful. But that's why I like Unleashed the best game out of all the others, because not only is it about realistic places like China and, you know, Iceland, well, the North Pole and things like that. You've got you know, places like Spagonia, like it's based in Italy, and then you've got other places that are inspired by it too. You've got the Missouri region, which is based on Africa. You've got Abydos, which is based off Greece. You've got loads of different places based on realistic things. And for Sonic, that works. It's nice because Sonic is all about exploring what he has in his world. That is his game. And yeah, you can say, well, you could have Seaside Hill, you could have any of that. Those are great stages as well, and Heroes has a nice set of stages. I personally really like all the stages in Heroes because they're all unique, but this game does it best because of how unique the stages are. And especially when you get to the night stages, because the night stages are about exploration and the day stages are about the actual scenery, which is what splits the entire thing up. Which is why a lot of people like this game, because it splits up the gameplay. It is a shame. It's a big shame. They had one opportunity to make it right, and whilst it's okay at best, that's not good for a 5-year gap. That's terrible. I mean, let's take into consideration what Nintendo did, and yes, I am going to compare this to Nintendo because they had the same amount of time to do this. So, The Legend of Zelda is all about puzzles. Puzzles will obviously lead to open world eventually, which they do. And Nintendo made the project of Breath of the Wild in I think it was 2008, the same time as Unleashed. And they presented a Nintendo Direct in 2013 about Breath of the Wild's progression on the Nintendo Wii U and Nintendo Direct. And everybody was looking forward to it, but then they postponed it and made it at a later date because of the Switch's release and because of how well the Wii U sold. It wasn't that great. But the point I'm trying to make here is that Nintendo took 8 years to make Breath of the Wild, and it was a seller. And then after Breath of the Wild, they made Tears of the Kingdom, which is the same period of time that Sonic, after Forces, made Frontiers. So both were released in the same year. Wait. Well, Frontiers was released a little bit sooner than Tears of the Kingdom, but they roughly had the same development time. Roughly. Not the same, but roughly. And I feel like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have done progressively better. I really do. Not only did they change everything in all the areas that they were in the 5 years that they were gone, yes, the map is still the same, but they did change things. Which made Tears of the Kingdom one of the best sequels I've seen. Like, and as well with the whole pay grade of Sonic Team, I understand that they had a problem with that, but that unfortunately isn't an excuse. 5 years, and yet they're using the same renders, the same models, everything. They're using the same model as Frontiers, just altered. Not Frontiers, they're using the same model as Forces, and it's just remodeled slightly. That is disappointing. Very disappointing, because 5 years is a lot of time that they've ever had to make a game. I mean, it's just disappointing. It really is. It's a shame. And as well with the level design in that, it's just so mediocre. I would compliment it, but at the same time, if I do, it would only lead them to create more games like that, and it wouldn't aim them to aim higher. I mean, I love the content that they're making at the moment. I love that they're interacting with the Sonic fanbase. I love that they're doing stuff like that, but at the same time, I don't like that they're not putting any effort into the games anymore. I mean, we've got the movies and everything, and the movies did so well. Then we've got other games and remasters like Generations, and we've got you know, somewhat Frontiers and the new Crossworld that's coming out as well. Crossworld's got a really good rating and might even rival Mario Kart when it comes out for the Switch too, which is huge. That is absolutely huge for Sonic. But the games themselves aren't really improving. They're just staying the same. We're not going anywhere with them. We're not progressing like other game companies are, like Game Freak with Pokemon. They're not also doing the same, doing the similar thing. But then you've got companies like Square Enix where they're completely improving every single time, and you've got Nintendo where they make different variety things and always sell it off. But Sega aren't doing that. They're just making content, and that's not the same. Well, no, I think it would still be the same models, because if it was a remake, it would still be the same. The only thing that would do that is if they created new content. If they made new content for it, like I've already explained, then they will just use the newer models. But if it's the old content just being remade, they'll try and keep it to as original as possible. Like Colors did. Because Colors had a very similar thing, where it was remade on a whole new engine, it classed as a remake, and then they did the whole changing the model thing, but kept it very stupidly similar. So there's a few changes to the model, but not many. But that's not an excuse. Again, with games like what Square Enix do, and Nintendo do, and, you know, all those different companies, they do so much of a better job. And it's unfortunate, because Sonic has good games, like Unleashed and Generations and Rush, and they have all these great games, like Heroes they could remake. Or Adventure 2 they could try to. I don't want a remake of that game specifically for one reason, but they could try. Wouldn't kill anyone. But my point is that they don't try. And that's the problem with Sega, they don't care. And even then, I don't mind Ian Flynn writing some of the, the script. I really don't care. Ian Flynn does a good job writing the stories, it's not a problem with Ian Flynn. But I want them to remake a good Sonic game. I want them to make a good Sonic game. I don't want it to be like Frontiers. I want it to be something better. I want them to actually interact with the world around them, not some crappy little side stuff. I don't want that. They need it like Unleashed quality. Hell, they could even bring the Hedgehog engine back, and they could just modify it. If they can't be bothered to make a new model, they can bring the Hedgehog engine back. Why not? And don't say if it's anything to do with legal rights, because that's a whole lot of crap. I don't want to hear that. If they did Generations as a remake, or a remaster should I say, then they can bring back the Hedgehog engine for their future games. Guaranteed. Because the Hedgehog engine looks great. All they have to do is modify it. Or they could try and remake it on Unreal Engine, which is pretty easy to do. Unreal Engine already has everything in place for it, and most games nowadays are made on Unreal Engine. Because that's the direction they're going in. So, my question is why they don't just do that in future. Because I've played some of the Sonic fan game projects on Unreal Engine, and Sonic Infinity Engine is one of those ones. And they look great. They absolutely look great. They just look fantastic. There's no problems with them. And yes, I will turn around and say this. Sonic Omens, while it was bad, aesthetically and graphically looks beautiful. The stage... What? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, are you kidding me? No! God, no. Come on, click. Clip. I'm actually begging you, come on now. No! Why has this happened? No! Oh no. I might have to restart the stage here now. I'm gonna have to restart. Oh, so annoying. Why did that happen to me? Oh man. I can't believe that just happened. What was that? Game? It put me in the wall. I mean, I could double check all these rooms again. But anyway, back to the point. So, that a lot of the time, they could just remake a lot of the things they have done. Like again, the Hedgehog engine. They could just port that to Unreal Engine if they wanted to. And I don't see any problem with that. They could easily do that. And because of the games that they make and because of people and how they play those games, they love to mod those games. So putting that in Unreal Engine would boost the modding community. It really would. It's why the Hedgehog engine is also very easy to mod because of how it was made. It's a very similar thing. But unfortunately, Sega aren't gonna do that. They just don't know how to make games anymore. They don't. They just don't. They don't have a clue. I mean, I don't want to diss Sonic. It's not like I don't like it, because I do. It's just I hate what Sega do with it. Like, you could argue that Kingdom Hearts is made and aimed at kids, but they still make a really dark story. Like, you could just do something like that. You don't have to go all in dark, like, I don't know, Final Fantasy. But Kingdom Hearts, that's a dark story, but it's still a kid's game. Do you know what I mean? So, why Sega can't just make a dark story instead of making really happy stories? I don't get. Why they can't just do dark era things, I don't understand. Because the point of a hero is to have a dark story. Or at least that's what I thought anyway. I mean, heroes don't always go down the easy path, they go down the rough path. So having a challenge for them like that really shows what they're made of. It makes them show what they're worth. Sonic is no exception to that. But I don't know why they don't just use the Hedgehog engine anymore. I don't know why they can't just use and remake what they have. Why, you little... Screw it, I'm gonna do a combo on you. Because why not? Yoink. Bonk. But as well, unfortunately, we have people out there that try and put out an opinion, and Sega unfortunately listen to that opinion and do that opinion because they want to, unfortunately, and that also plays a big part in everything too. Like, for example, we have people that want an 06 remake, and more than likely they will do it because that's what fans want. And because they listen to their fans constantly, and they don't actually decide anything for themselves, and make their own game the way they want it in their own image, it's a problem. Because those games now, when they get ported or whatever, they'll have to be in the fans' image, otherwise it won't be classed good enough. Which isn't fair. Because the idea of rating a game is to rate the game. Not... But you can rate it off your own opinion, but you have to rate it fairly. You can't just override something. Like, I could turn around and say that Unleashed is a great game because of the way it lays everything out. I think it is. Right? But other fans that judge the elements of the game just do it because. Like, for example, in this situation, people don't like the Moon and Sun collections of Sonic Unleashed. Which is confusing because in Sonic Frontiers you have to do the same thing. Except you have to do that 10 times more than you do in Unleashed. But it's a problem in Unleashed because you can't progress. But in Frontiers, it's not a problem at all. Which I don't understand because they have the same features. So why is it such a problem for Sonic Unleashed, but it isn't a problem for Sonic Frontiers? That no one ever questions. Like, on a number of times I've played this game, Sonic Unleashed, I've never, ever had a problem with medals. Ever. I've never had a problem. Never had one. But other people have a problem, and I don't understand why. Because at the end of the day, it's the same thing, and the Werehog allows you to explore the stages. So it's either they're trying to speedrun the game and get it over and done with like a chore, or they just don't want to explore. Which is really stupid, because that's not how that works. The point I'm trying to make is that people complain about Sonic Unleashed having that property when Frontiers has it too, but it's only a problem for Unleashed. Fair enough, Buff. We shall see you soon. Ah, okay, this time I will not do something stupid. Nice. Good night. Good night. Nighty night, sleep in the tight. Don't let Dark Gaia's minions bite. Oink. Oink. I mean, like I said, if you guys disagree with me, go down to the comments or talk to me in the live chat and, you know, just explain something to me about that, because I don't personally understand it. I don't get it. Don't get it. I mean, there's a number of times where people will disagree with me on it, and I don't understand why. No idea. You fool. I really should be doing combos more. Well, I am, but I mean, I should really do the quick time events more. Yoink. Quite familiar, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we have Unleashed on PC now. AKA the one of us to play. Yeah! We actually have it on PC, natively now, which is fantastic. It's great. They have a ton of new options. So we actually now can play this game on PC natively. So you can actually play it for, well, if you have the game already and you can dump an Xbox 360 ROM, you can play it for free. Yeah. Sonic Unleashed is now on PC. Well, it's not officially on PC, it's a fan project. Well, I wouldn't even say it's a fan project. It's only been announced a few days ago. But this game is now on PC. Yeah! We now have a fantastic port of it. It's great. And as well, they've also updated the game to have settings like this. All these different lovely settings. And the best part, it even works on the worst kind of PCs. So long as you meet the system requirements, minimal specs, it all works. And all you have to do is type in Unleashed Recomp on YouTube and you should find the trailer for it. And the trailer says what you need to do and how you need to do it, but you need to have the original Xbox 360 ROM of the game. So, you know, I can't tell you where to get the ROM because that's actually illegal. Unless you do it legally through a modded Xbox 360 and actually download the ROM off Xbox, then you can do that. But I can't actually tell you where to get it for free, as it's to do with legal rights, and my video might get taken down. Well, live stream video might get taken down and I could get caught for it, so. And I'm not dealing with a lawsuit. Yeah, no, I know. So have I. I've been busy with other things too, yeah. But yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? But no, you're all good. Good work. Nice. Gotta collect all these XP shards. Going over this way. Woo! And he broke through all of my shield. Run me. Run. Yeah, I know. She told me. Told me on text message. But, I meant to text you about that, actually, but I forgot. I forgot to. My fault. Whoop. But don't worry, you're all good. We can still arrange it. No problem. Oh, I love this game so much. What am I doing? Pick up that health pack. Nice. Okay. So the rest of the medals should be in here. Somewhere. I think I know where. Check all the corners. Don't want to miss anything. Nope. What the? Sweet. But yeah, this only came out about 3 days ago. Because the problem with playing on these on PC was the fact that we needed to emulate it, and we couldn't. But some legendary people of the Sonic community have actually put the game on PC natively. So if you have the original game files of, well, the ISO of the game, because of dumping purposes, not illegal purposes, then you can actually play the game all remastered and everything, and if you're good enough, you can mod it, like I have. I mean, there's modding communities out there that are already modding the game, giving new HD textures, etc. Yeah, no worries. See you in a bit. Have a good one. That would have been close. Oh no. Oh, come on. Oh, really? You do the big steps when I want you to do the big steps, and then sometimes you don't even do the little steps. Nice. Easy. Yes, have a good time, quite familiar. I shall be familiar with you another time. Here we go. Yeah! Bonk. I love how interactive it is, it's so cool. Such a nice gimmick of the levels to do this. Ring. Aced it. Going. Oh wait, the medal's over here. Aced it. Oh. that, ladies and gents, is Rooftop Run Nighttime Act 1 done. Pick up the Gaia key.
Oh yeah, that's right, baby.
Omp. Let's bump up that HP a little bit. Oh yeah, the camera.
Check it out. Yes, this is so much fun. I love it.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Look at that. I really know how to dance.
Come on, babe. Let's dance the night away.
Yes, this is so much fun.
Whoa, is there some kind of party going on?
Look at that.
No, something's not right here.
Oh, you're right there.
Oh, it's a carnival of creeps out there.
Get him, Chip. Keep flashing. Oh no. Man. You go that way. That. That. Easy done. Alright, sweet. Sorry, just had a message. We are now back.
What was I just doing?
Aced it!
Hey! Wait up!
Just now. Was that Sonic?
Ah, that should calm things down a bit around here. Chalk another one up for Sonic.
Yes, chalk another one up for Sonic.
Well, of course. He was here just a moment ago.
Tell me what's happened to him. Please, tell me everything you know.
I'll happily explain everything over a plate of cucumber sandwiches.
The plate of no, wrong thing. Cucumber sandwiches. Alright, so that's it for this stream for tonight. Because we've got lots more to do. Level 4 on all my medals. And next up is Chinatown in the Werehog section. So stay tuned. Make sure you keep up with the live stream. Make sure you keep up to date with me. And we will do this another time. See y'all later. Thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye, everybody.